Hi everybody. Today I am going to share some of my views about the term eco-criticism. The term eco-criticism is used for observation and the study of relationship between literature and environment. It takes an interdisciplinary point of view by analyzing the text of authors, scholars and poets with the context of environmental issues and nature. One of the main goals of eco-criticism is to study how human beings in society to behave and react in relation to nature and ecological issues. This form of criticism has gained a lot of attention in recent years due to higher social emphasis on environmental destruction and increased technology. It is hence a fresh way of analyzing and interpreting literary text which brings new dimensions in the field of literature and theoretical studies. The critics calls this term a broad approach and calls it by several other names like environmental literary criticism, green studies and eco-poetics. It is also used to refer by some other fields such as ecology, biopolitics, environmental history, sustainable design, ecology and so on. As far as the definition about eco-criticism is concerned, Cheryl Clotfelty gave a beautiful definition about this term in her work, The Eco-Criticism Reader, that it is the study of relationship between literature and physical environment. She further states that eco-criticism takes an earth-centered approach to literary studies rather than human-centered approach. Other critics also emphasize the fact that it is the study of the relationship between literature and environmental criticism. Coming to the origin of eco-criticism, this began long before Plato and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. In 1960s and 1970s, a number of critics began considering what literature tells us about our relation to the natural world as well as our current environmental issues. Frequently, the term eco-criticism was coined in 1970s. William Ruckert is the first person who used the term eco-criticism in his 1978 essay entitled Literature and Ecology, an Experiment with Eco-Criticism. His intention was to focus on the ecology and ecological concept to the study of literature. Interest in the study of nature writing and with the reading literature with a focus on green issues grew through 1980s, and by early 90s, eco-criticism has emerged as a recognizable academic discipline within the literature department of American universities. Eco-criticism was officially heralded by the publication of two seminal books which was published in mid-1990s. One is Eco-Criticism Reader by Cheryl Clotfelty and Harold Flum, and another one is The Environmental Imagination by Lawrence Buell. There are hundreds of books and thousands of articles and chapters were written on eco-criticism. Literary text can help us to realize how human beings use nature for their own ends. At the same time, literary text also teach us to appreciate nature fully, describe the beauty of our environment and gives us the desire to immerse ourselves with the natural world. By this, I hope you might have understand some basics about eco-criticism. Thank you.